Welcome everybody to the Great Legend Show, where I'm coming at you live. I'm always coming at you live, people. That's the only way I'm coming at you. And tonight we're talking more about comic book collecting and the importance of bagging and boarding your comic book collection. I remember in the last video we talked about some polypropylene bags, aka poly bags in the comic book world. We also talked about the importance of using backing boards, and the ones I showed you had a glossy back on one side, dull back on the other. You know, you're supposed to put your comic against the glossy side, put it in the bag, and then voila, you're good for 5 to 7 years. You don't want to do anything over about that 7 years, because the polypropylene, well, even in those bags, they're made with, not made as durable as one of the ones I'm talking about tonight. So polypropylene bags, great. 5 to 7 years. You'll find them at your mom and pop comic book store, or your big chain, or no, I wouldn't say big chain, but your really big comic book stores. So yeah, we're still talking bagging and boarding. This time tonight though, I'm not talking about poly bags or polypropylene. Tonight we're looking at these bags here. Mylar bags. Mylar is a lot stronger than your poly bags. They protect your comics from a variety of hazards. Humidity, which is classic, you don't want your comics to get rained on, or have a lot of humidity in the air. Humidity. Oh, you don't want the bags to get volatile polybag breakdown. You don't want that. You don't want your poly bags to get broken down. You don't want the acid migration. That's like probably that one, and letting water in, or bad temperatures. That's the worst thing you could do for your comic books. Mold and mildew, classic. Oil and greases, classic. Ultraviolet fading. And one of the bad ones is insects. Of course, and I haven't done this yet, but I'd like to get a little bit of cedar plywood, or just some kind of cedar wood. And I wouldn't say plywood, but about a quarter of an inch cedar or something, if I can get it. Put that on the bottom. If you keep your comics in the closet on the floor, put the wood down, and then the comic boxes on top to protect. Anyways, so yeah, this is Mylar. This Mylar is from Gerber. It's Mylites 2. It's a 2 mil thick, standard size. I got this standard size. Most of my comics are all standard to current. I mean, standard will fit all the current stuff right now, and this will also probably fit some Bronze Age comics, which I don't know if I even have Bronze Age, and I've probably got a little bit. Mainly all my stuff is from the early 90s, late 80s and on. So yeah, these are Mylites 2 mil thick. They also make Mylites, which are 1 mil, and then they make Mylites, I think they're called Mylites 4, which are really thick. And then in some other videos on YouTube, there is the archives are called Archives by Gerber. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can look at. For the backing board that I'm going to be putting with the Mylites, I'll be using the Gerber full backs. These are acid free all the way from the front of the board, all the way throughout the board and into the back of the board, all acid free. So that'll really prevent aging on the books and everything like that. If you had, say, a really rare comic, say you had Captain America comics #1, first appearance of the Captain, you'd probably want to use some Mylar fullback, and then maybe 2 of those micro chamber papers, which is the real thin paper that you can either put in the middle of the comic, or you can put one in the front, one near the back, stuff like that, just to be extra cautious. But anyways, folks, let's go to the kitchen table in there, and I'll bag and board using some of these Gerber Mylites that I just got. Another thing I got from Gerber was 2 graded acid-free comic book boxes. No, they're not graded, but they're boxes for graded comics, real tall boxes. So I'll show you those in a later video though. Let's go ahead and get started with some bagging and boarding Mylar style. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you what I'm going to bag real quick. Let's get these over here. Okay, what I have, got a Superman comic here. This is Superman number 18, and this is the first full appearance of Doomsday. I think there's a comic, I don't know what number it was, because when Doomsday was coming in, the whole Doomsday Death of Superman was like taking place over different comics. Like Superman Man of Steel was one of the comics, the normal Superman comic, there was a Justice League tie-in. I have all those, but these are just some of the ones I pulled out of my box that I have most of my DC in. So this is Superman number 18, Doomsday appearance, first appearance, full appearance. This is, I love this cover, Superman versus Doomsday. This is once we see Doomsday under his mask, what he really looks like. It's like, oh my god, awesome. Superman Man of Steel number 19. All of these bought from the mom and pop store when they came out. This is Superman 75, first printing right here. And I don't think, I have not opened these in years, so I don't know what kind of condition we're looking at here. Probably not the best. This is Superman, same comic, but second printing, number 75. I do have this comic book again in the black poly bag. I have this comic book again in the black poly bag. So yeah, that one's really cool, but it's still in the poly bag. I have this comic here, Nightfall Batman. Look at that, Batman Nightfall, issue 497. This is the classic cover where Bane is breaking the back of the Batman. This is a really fairly good condition comic. Corners are nice and good. This corner up here, I don't know if you can see this or not. It's kind of hard the way I have the camera. It's kind of a little bit blunted. And this may get you a 9.4, 9.2 if it's still good inside. And then this one I was looking at today is a Batman 502 Night Quest. So we're going to go ahead and bag and board one of these. I think I've never bagged and boarded with Mylar before. So we're going to do this Batman one first. So let's take it out of the old school bag here. See what happens here. It's kind of hard to take out. Has not been taken out of this bag in a long time. Put that over there. Let's look at this bad boy here. Nice pages, white pages. This is back from 1993, it says late July 1993. Good looking pages though, white. Can't beat good white. Let's see what that corner's looking like up here. Well, no big deal. Alright, so let's get this up against one of these fullbacks. The fullbacks are a little different because they have a texture on them you're probably not going to be able to see, and they're not like, you know how the regular ones are usually gloss white on one side. Well, these aren't even gloss white on either side. It's just kind of got a texture to it that's pretty interesting. But these are fullbacks. These are the best in archival storage, acid free all the way throughout. Let's lay our comic up against there. These are your standard bags, so you're going to see a little bit of white on the sides. Alright, let's take one of these Mylars out. I can already tell that these Mylars are thicker, better quality, a lot shinier as well. Like people have also mentioned, put these in very carefully. Okay, I like leading in with a little bit of backboard. About a centimeter or so of backing board. I lead in with that first. lift up on that little flap, slide it in slow, not too quick. There we go. Push the comic in just a tad. About like there. There we go. Try to get it situated in here. I think that's good enough though. Pretty thick. That's clean right there. I don't know if there's glare or not, but boy, there's a little. This thing, Mylar, is a lot cleaner than the poly bags. There's my stupid cat meowing. All right, so let's go ahead and tape it down. 2 mil thick. Mylar is it's pretty stiff. May have to try to crease it here a little bit. You know, pretty stiff stuff. It's my first time ever working on Mylar. There we go. I usually just do one piece of tape in the middle with the diagonal. So there you go. Nice Mylar. We'll be right back after we get all of these bagged and boarded. Okay guys, all done with the bagging and the boarding. Let's take a look at these. Superman, the Man Is Still 18. Look at that. Look at that. Like, I tell you one thing, like once you go Mylar, it's going to be hard for you to want to go back. Superman 19. Second printing of Superman 75. One thing I did notice about these, when you're using them with fullbacks, they're you need to kind of squeeze like the air bubbles out. You don't want too much air in there. I'm sure it'll all escape out once you push them all and cram them all in your box. I really like this one. It's so nice. It's breaking to the back. I may just have to send this one to CGC. Not real sure. And then this one I'm not sending anywhere. It's kind of beat up, but a good read. Alright, so anyway, that was my little report on Mylar, and I hope, you know, if you do have, what I recommend, if you have the money for the Mylar and these fullbacks, go ahead and get them. I mean, and buy them in bulk so you don't have to, you know, it's going to cost you some money. But if you've got the money, highly recommend My Lights 2 and these fullbacks by Gerber. Go to egerber.com, call their 1-800 number and order. These were the standard size fullbacks and the standard size My Lights 2. And they fit just right. I mean, it was a little snug in there, but you know, you got room in there. So you got plenty of room, but like I said, it is kind of snug because you're working with fullbacks instead of halfbacks. Anyways, now what we're going to do, I've got a little bit of time left. I was going to show you an unboxing video. So we'll be right back with an unboxing. Alright, one more time before we get in the unboxing, just keep in mind, the importance is, you know, it's not a fight between the poly bags and the Mylar bags. Both are really good, but keep in mind on poly bags, polypropylene, you're going to need to change out every 5 to 7 years. Where here we have the old Mylar stuff, and then the fullbacks are pretty much good for a lifetime, maybe even longer. I won't be around probably to see if they last 100 years, but you know, when my son and grandson get to heaven, I'll ask them, hey, how did those My Lights do? How did that Mylar do? So anyways, just the importance of these two videos is to make sure you protect your comics, so bag and board adequately, or whatever. Just bag and board your damn comics so they don't get ruined. All right, so here we go. We got our first package here. This is a I know what these are, but I don't know how they're going to be, how they are. This came in a pretty sturdy envelope here. So let's see what we got inside. See what we have here. this over here. Okay. Oh, okay, this says Batman Adventures number 12. So, let's see what we got. Okay. This is your classic, toss that over there. This is your classic style. I like this style. This is wedged between two pieces of cardboard. The cardboard is cut pretty cleanly the same size. And usually what that means is maybe this guy does his stuff for Bags Unlimited. They'll sell you these craft box pieces here that you can do comics in between. I'm just going to take my fingernail here. Okay. There we go. Check it out. Batman Adventures number 12. There's some more tape on the bag to actually tape it down. No corner damage at all. Very good. Let's take my fingernail, cut this little tape down here. Actually, I'm going to have to use the scissors for this. Be real careful. There we go. So yeah, this is Batman Adventures number 12 here, and this is the first appearance, comic book appearance of, if I can get the camera, first comic book appearance of Harley Quinn, and this is going to be at about a probably 9.4, possibly 9.6, but I would say 9.4 or 9.2, 9.4. Very good looking comic here. I'm interested in this one because I want to start reading these Batman Adventures, so I'm going to be on the lookout for some Batman Adventures back issues. And because, you know, one thing I love about this comes from the Batman animated series that ran from 92 to about 95, 96 time. I love that cartoon. Me and my son are actually watching those, re-watching those right now, so that's really cool. So I'm excited to read that. All that artwork is just like the cartoon. These here, definitely, you know, if you get these, keep these, because whenever you ship comics to, say, CGC, or, you know, over, you know, you sell one or trade one with a buddy, keep the cardboard. All right, next package. I hope this is the one I had got for my dad. I've been looking for a good copy of this for a while, and hadn't come across one, so let's see if this is what I'm looking for here. I'll just undo it like this, I guess. Alright, let's see, this is kind of cool. I always like to watch people how they package their comics. Don't want to work that, don't want to be careful with that corner there. Okay. Gotta be real careful here. We got Abe Lincoln. It's old Lincoln. Okay. What could it be? My anticipation is growing. I guess we'll just unwrap this like a Christmas gift. Alright. Good packaging. Alright, more heavy duty cardboard. Always encourage you, like I said, keep your cardboard. Okay. Don't want to rip this off, I want to cut it so I can reuse this cardboard if I need to. More tape. Sorry if this video is going a little too long. I'll try to cut out some portions of this video. Get that. Almost done. There we go. Let's see what we got. There it is. Whiz Comics number 56. Whiz Comics 56, July. Of course, it's got some tape or some sticky stuff there. But this is Whiz Comics 56 from July 1944. So I've been waiting for this comic book a really long time, because this is one of the ones I'm going to let my dad read, and then we're going to get it graded by the CGC, because he was born July 1944. So really cool book, and he used to read Captain Marvel growing up. Also, that was his favorite superhero. And like I said in my last video, or one of my last videos near the end, a lot of kids identified better with Captain Marvel because they like Billy Batson. So I'll be reading this first, and then I'll let him read it, and then we'll send it off to CGC. So that is going to be pretty cool, pretty cool. So yeah, anyways, fans, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you learned something about the importance of bagging and boarding, and I hope you liked my little unboxing here. You know, just love getting new comics in the mail. Well, new to me, but they've been around a while. Anyways, fans, this is the Great Legend for the Great Legend Show, saying peace out and God bless. So, back again, little extra scenes here. This book right here, I'll be asking for a refund, if you can see that. Look at the glare off it. You kind of see the waviness to it? Well, it just shows, you know, sure, the outside looks just dandy, but this definitely has moisture damage. You know, when you, I don't know if you can hear that. You turn the pages. I don't know if you can hear that anyways, but there's what seems to be moisture from the top middle part on down a little bit of ways. Either this person had these in the garage, maybe on a cold day or something, but definitely when you get your comics, inspect them. You know, this came from eBay, so you know, I contacted the seller, and they did say they had a 14-day money-back guarantee. So I'll be sending this bad boy back, and it's a deal where, look, this guy probably, you know, the backing board has a little bit of acid stuff on it. This guy probably just didn't even think about it, you know, and just like trying to get rid of his comics on eBay. But I ain't gonna stand for no second-rate stuff. You know, maybe if it was like, maybe if I paid cheaper for this, and I'm not gonna say what I paid or anything, but if I paid cheaper for this, yeah, I'd keep it, because, you know, I just keep it as a reading copy. But this is a little key issue because it's Harley's first comic book appearance. So anyways, returning this one. So yeah, eBay and buying comics online's kind of sucked for me recently. Anyways, peace out, people. God bless.